Chris Weinke. At 28, Chris Weinke was the oldest player to ever win the Heisman. He threw for over 4,100 yards and 33 touchdowns in 2000, leading Florida State to the national championship game. Drafted in the 4th round by the Panthers, he was thrown into a starting role as a rookie and endured a rough 1-15 season. Over 7 NFL seasons, Weinke played sparingly, finishing with a 2-18 record as a starter. Post-retirement, he moved into coaching and served as an offensive analyst for Alabama during their 2017 title run. He is now the quarterbacks coach at Georgia Tech. Eric Crouch. Eric Crouch was a dynamic dual-threat quarterback who ran for over 1,100 yards and 18 touchdowns in 2001, making him the heart of Nebraska's option offense. He also passed for over 1,500 yards that season, leading the Huskers to the BCS championship. Drafted in the 3rd round by the Rams as a wide receiver, Crouch refused to change positions and never played in a regular season NFL game. He spent time in NFL Europe and the CFL before transitioning into coaching. He is currently the running backs and special teams coach at Midland University in Nebraska. Carson Palmer. Carson Palmer capped a prolific college career at USC with a Heisman win in 2002, throwing for over 3,900 yards and 33 touchdowns. Drafted number 1 overall by the Bengals in 2003, he sat his rookie season before taking over and making 2 Pro Bowls. In 2005, he led the NFL with 32 touchdown passes. After injuries and contract issues, he was traded to Oakland and later rejuvenated his career in Arizona. Palmer retired after 15 seasons with over 46,000 passing yards. Today, he lives in Idaho and is a spokesman for Camp Rainbow Gold, helping kids with cancer. Jason White. Jason White threw for 3,846 yards and 40 touchdowns in 2003, guiding Oklahoma to the national title game. Plagued by serious knee injuries, he became just the 3rd Heisman winner to go undrafted. He signed with the Titans in 2005, but retired before playing even a snap. White played close to home in Oklahoma, co-owning the Bricktown Brawlers of the Indoor Football League, though the team folded quickly. He has since become a successful businessman and motivational speaker, appearing in Nissan's Heisman house ads. He is a fan favorite in Norman, remembered for his gritty comeback from multiple ACL tears. Matt Leinart. Matt Leinart threw for 3,322 yards and 33 touchdowns in 2004, leading USC to a national title and a 13-0 record. He returned for his senior year rather than enter the 2005 draft, a move that cost him the number 1 overall pick. Drafted 10th overall by the Cardinals in 2006, he started his rookie year but was quickly replaced by Kurt Warner. Over 5 NFL seasons, he threw 15 touchdowns and struggled to find any consistency. Post-NFL, Leinart has become a well-known college football analyst for Fox Sports, offering insights with a calm demeanor that reflects his Southern California roots. Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush electrified fans in 2005 with 2,218 scrimmage yards and 18 touchdowns. His stop-start style and game-breaking speed made him a YouTube highlight legend. Although the NCAA later vacated his Heisman due to violations, his legacy remains intact among fans. Drafted 2nd overall by the Saints, he set a rookie record with 88 receptions and contributed heavily to New Orleans' Super Bowl 2010 win. Injuries and inconsistency kept him from being a top-tier back, but he still accumulated over 10,000 all-purpose yards in 11 seasons. Bush now works as an analyst with Fox Sports and runs several endorsement campaigns. Troy Smith. Troy Smith led Ohio State to an undefeated regular season in 2006, throwing for 2,542 yards and 30 touchdowns. His pinpoint passing and mobility made him one of the most efficient QBs in college. Drafted in the 5th round by the Ravens, he played sparingly as a backup and started only a handful of games across 4 seasons. He also spent time with the 49ers and later the CFL. After leaving pro football, Smith became involved in mentorship and community programs in Ohio. Despite his short NFL career, he remains a beloved figure among Buckeye fans. Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow became the first sophomore to ever win the Heisman, racking up over 4,000 total yards and 55 touchdowns in 2007. He combined bruising runs with clutch passing and fierce leadership. Drafted 25th overall by Denver, Tebow mania peaked in 2011 with 6 straight wins and an unforgettable playoff OT touchdown versus the Steelers. Despite this, his unorthodox mechanics limited his NFL longevity. After a brief stint with the Jets, Patriots, and Eagles, he pursued a baseball career with the Mets organization, but he's now a motivational speaker, best-selling author, and college football analyst for ESPN. Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford threw for 4,720 yards and 50 touchdowns in 2008, guiding Oklahoma to the BCS championship. Drafted number 1 overall in 2010, he started fast, setting a rookie record for completions. His career was derailed by multiple ACL injuries, but he managed to post 4 3,000-yard seasons and led the NFL in completion percentage in 2016. Known for his precision and calm demeanor, Bradford retired in 2018 with over $130 million in earnings. Today, he keeps a low profile and is occasionally spotted supporting youth sports initiatives in Oklahoma. Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram ran for 1,658 yards and 17 touchdowns in 2009, helping Alabama win its first national title under Nick Saban. Drafted 28th overall by the Saints in 2011, he initially shared backfield duties but broke out in 2014 with his first 1,000-yard season. He made 3 Pro Bowls and teamed with Alvin Kamara to form a dynamic duo in New Orleans. Ingram later joined the Ravens, tallying a career-high 15 TDs in 2019. Now retired, he's remembered most by his infectious energy and locker room leadership. Cam Newton. Cam Newton exploded onto the scene in 2010, amassing over 4,300 yards and 50 total touchdowns en route to a national title. Drafted number 1 overall by Carolina in 2011, he made an immediate impact, winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. In 2015, Newton was named NFL MVP, leading the Panthers to a 15-1 record and a Super Bowl appearance. Known for his dynamic dual-threat ability and magnetic personality, Newton holds numerous franchise and NFL QB rushing records. After stints with New England and a return to Carolina, he has since retired and has a successful podcast. Robert Griffin III. RG3 dazzled at Baylor, passing for 4,293 yards and 37 touchdowns while rushing for 699 yards and 10 more scores. Drafted 2nd overall by Washington, he had one of the greatest rookie seasons ever, earning Offensive Rookie of the Year. However, a knee injury in the playoffs completely altered his trajectory. Subsequent years were marked by inconsistency and more injuries. He had brief stints with the Browns and Ravens, often serving as a backup, and Griffin eventually retired in 2021, transitioning smoothly into a successful broadcasting role. He remains a charismatic presence on TV and social media. Johnny Manziel. Johnny Football took the college world by storm as a redshirt freshman, racking up over 5,100 total yards and 47 touchdowns in 2012. His dazzling runs, improvisation, and swagger made him a viral sensation. Drafted 22nd overall by the Browns in 2014, Manziel's NFL career was very short-lived. Off-field controversies, inconsistent play, and poor work ethic completely derailed his development. He played just 2 seasons, finishing with 7 touchdown passes. He later tried reviving his career in the CFL and other leagues like the Fan-Controlled Football League, but Manziel now dabbles in golf and business instead, with his football days behind him. Jameis Winston. Winston led FSU to a national title, passing for 4,057 yards and 40 touchdowns as a freshman. Taken 1st overall by the Buccaneers in 2015, he showed flashes of brilliance, passing for over 4,000 yards in each of his first 2 seasons. But Winston's turnover problems completely plagued him. He led the league with 30 interceptions in 2019. After 5 years in Tampa, he joined the Saints as a backup to Drew Brees and later became the starter. Injuries and inconsistency continue to hamper him, but still only in his early 30s, Winston remains a capable backup with potential for another starting shot. Marcus Mariota. Mariota's Heisman campaign featured 5,224 total yards and 58 touchdowns as he led Oregon to the national title game. Drafted 2nd overall by the Titans in 2015, he had a promising start, throwing 26 touchdowns in 2016. He led Tennessee to a playoff win in 2017, but never developed into a consistent franchise QB. After being replaced by Ryan Tannehill, he served as a backup for the Raiders and later started for the Falcons. Injuries and conservative play have limited his upside, and as of 2025, he's a veteran backup, valued for his mobility, experience, and leadership in the locker room. Derrick Henry. Henry was a force at Alabama, rushing for 2,219 yards and 28 touchdowns. Drafted by the Titans in the 2nd round, he initially shared carries before completely taking over in 2018. Since then, he's become the NFL's most feared power back, with multiple 1,000-yard seasons and a 2,000-yard campaign in 2020. His stiff arm highlights are legendary, and he's led the league in rushing yards and touchdowns multiple times. Henry remains the engine of Baltimore's offense. Known for his durability and work ethic, he's solidified himself as one of the premier running backs of his era. Lamar Jackson. Jackson passed for over 3,500 yards and rushed for 1,571 more in 2016, accounting for 51 touchdowns. Critics doubted his ability to transition to the NFL, but Baltimore took him with the final pick of the first round in 2018 nonetheless. After a late season surge his rookie year, he exploded in 2019, winning NFL MVP while leading the league in touchdown passes and setting a QB rushing record. Jackson has since remained one of the NFL's most dynamic playmakers, combining electric speed with an improved passing game. He's completely redefined what a quarterback can be and is the face of the Ravens. Baker Mayfield. Mayfield passed for 4,627 yards and 43 touchdowns in 2017, leading Oklahoma to the college football playoff. Drafted first overall by the Browns, he brought instant energy to a franchise that had gone winless the year before. He set a rookie record with 27 touchdown passes and led Cleveland to a playoff win in 2020. But inconsistency, injuries, and coaching changes led to his departure. He's since played for the Panthers, Rams, and Buccaneers, flashing potential but struggling with stability. Still in the league as of 2025, Mayfield is a fiery competitor with the tools to remain a valuable starter. Kyler Murray. Murray followed Mayfield at Oklahoma with a sensational 5,362-yard, 54-touchdown season, winning the Heisman with ease in 2018. Drafted first overall by the Cardinals in 2019, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year and made the Pro Bowl in his second season. Known for his elite speed, quick release, and baseball-like throwing mechanics, Murray is one of the league's most unique QBs. Injuries and team struggles have stalled his rise, but he remains the centerpiece of Arizona's offense. In 2023, he signed a massive extension, committing his future to the Cards, and fans await his full potential with a better supporting cast. Joe Burrow. Burrow had arguably the greatest season in college football history, throwing for 5,671 yards and 60 touchdowns, while leading LSU to an undefeated season and national championship. Drafted first overall by the Bengals in 2020, he quickly became a franchise savior. Despite a rookie year ACL injury, Burrow bounced back to lead Cincinnati to a Super Bowl appearance in his second year. Known for his poise, accuracy, and swagger, Burrow has solidified his status among the NFL's elite quarterbacks. He's already set multiple franchise records and continues to grow with a talented young receiving core around him. Devontae Smith. Smith became the first wide receiver to win the Heisman since 1991, posting 117 catches for 1,856 yards and 23 touchdowns in 2020. Drafted 10th overall by the Eagles, he quickly became a key part of their offense, setting rookie records and forming a dangerous duo with A.J. Brown. Smith's route running, hands, and intelligence make up for his lighter frame. In 2022, he helped Philadelphia reach the Super Bowl, and 2 years later, he played a pivotal role in the Eagles' 2025 Super Bowl victory, catching a touchdown and leading the team in receptions during the postseason. Still ascending, Smith is among the league's top young receivers and is expected to be a long-term cornerstone in Philly's offense. Bryce Young. Young threw for 4,872 yards and 47 touchdowns in his first season as Alabama's starter, winning the Heisman and leading the Tide to the national title game. Drafted first overall by the Panthers in 2023, his rookie season quickly turned into a struggle. He was sacked repeatedly behind a leaky offensive line, lacked reliable receivers, and finished near the bottom of the league in most passing metrics. By the end of the year, he was benched, a move that raised serious questions about his development and long-term future in Carolina. Once viewed as the franchise savior, Young is now fighting to prove he even belongs as a starter. Known for his calm demeanor and accuracy, the talent is still there, but the pressure is mounting for him to turn things around before the Panthers start looking elsewhere. Caleb Williams. Williams threw for over 4,500 yards and 42 touchdowns in 2022, dazzling with highlight reel plays and leading USC to a resurgence under Lincoln Riley. His arm talent, mobility, and off-script creativity made him a top NFL prospect. In 2024, he was selected first overall by the Chicago Bears, tasked with revitalizing a historically struggling franchise. His rookie season had its ups and downs, flashes of brilliance mixed with growing pains, but he's shown enough poise and playmaking to keep optimism alive in Chicago. While it's too early to crown him the next Mahomes, the talent is undeniable, and the Bears are committed to building around him. He remains one of the most closely watched young quarterbacks in the league. Jaden Daniels. Daniels dominated the 2023 college season, racking up 4,800 plus passing yards and 50 total touchdowns, while carving defenses apart with both laser-accurate throws and breakaway speed. The Washington Commanders grabbed him with the number 2 pick in the 2024 draft, and he instantly ignited an offense that had been stuck in neutral for years. Showing veteran composure beyond his age, Daniels headlined highlight reels with off-script magic, set multiple franchise rookie records, and steered Washington to its first winning season since 2016. His dual-threat brilliance earned him the 2024 Offensive Rookie of the Year award in a landslide, cementing his status as the face of the team's rebuild. With a revamped supporting cast and coaching staff committed to his growth, Daniels now looks poised to turn the Commanders into perennial contenders. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter didn't just play football, he multiplied it. In 2024, he shattered expectations as a two-way force under coach Deion Sanders at Colorado, piling up over 1,000 receiving yards, multiple picks, and enough jaw-dropping plays to become the first true two-way Heisman winner since the 1960s. The hype carried into April, when the Jaguars traded up to draft him second overall, a move that cost them multiple picks, but gave them the most unique talent in the class. Jacksonville then did something just as bold, signed both wide receiver Travis Hunter and DB Travis Hunter, literally announcing the deal twice. He became the first non-QB not drafted first overall to get his entire $30.57 million signing bonus up front. With Trevor Lawrence under pressure and the team desperate to bounce back from back-to-back playoff misses, Hunter arrives as both a weapon and a solution. Whether he's locking down wide receiver ones or being one, he enters the league with more eyes and expectations on him than almost any rookie ever. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll like this next one too, so give Football for Dummies a shot and another watch.